Let's play through another level of Knight's Contract. There's no way it's going to take almost 50 minutes, right? We've got new enemies to see, a new spell to sample, and lots of plot, such as the 6-minute cutscene loading at the moment.
As the witch and the executioner cut through Reinhardswald Forest, the sky was rent by a sudden storm. Bolt after bolt of lightning fell in their direction, as if they were aimed to strike them. The witch said, "The Witch of Storms attempts to hinder our progress." If they were to proceed, the Witch of Storms would need to be subdued. They continued through the woods, heading to the giant's castle where the Witch of Storms dwelled.
This Anima del Monde that Faust was talking about. What is it exactly?
It's the power of this shard that allows me to use witchcraft. It's also what keeps my soul anchored in this body. It is the root of all magic. A crystal which gives whoever obtains it power beyond human understanding. That is the Anima del Monde.
That light. It's the same as what Faust had.
Yes. Faust holds one as well. The Anima del Monde was originally one crystal. But fearing the dangers of the crystal falling into the wrong hands, our leader, Ridorende, divided it into 7 shards and entrusted one to each of my sisters. But 100 years ago, Faust wanted the power to satisfy his own desires. And he would stop at nothing to get it. He brought the Black Death to the land. The deadly disease spread in the blink of an eye, and he blamed it all on us witches. He incited the people to arrest witches and to execute them. And then he stole each shard of the Anima del Monde. Thanks to the premonition of one of my sisters, I was able to protect my shard. But Faust now holds all the other witches' shards.
And if the shard you have were to fall into his hands...
He would return the Anima del Monde into the crystal it once was. And use that power to cast the curse of immortality on himself. His heart is set on eternal life and infinite knowledge.
Eternal life.
At my execution, you tried to save me. So I gave you immortality to give you time to think back on what you had done.
And in these past 100 years, the only thing I've learned is that no matter how much you regret your sins, you can never atone for them.
I cannot apologize enough for casting this curse and getting you involved in this cruel fate. But it seems you were the right one for it. But not Faust. If he attains the power he seeks, he will simply use it to fulfill more of his evil desires. So no matter what I have to do, I will steal back the Anima del Monde and seal it away, so that it can never fall into the wrong hands again. That is my duty as a witch. There is a shrine dedicated to the Anima del Monde on the Brocken. Walpurgis Night is the only night on which the Anima del Monde can be sealed. We must reach the shrine by then. And at the same time, I must also stop my sister's foolish revenge.
A trying fate, to be sure. Turning on one's former comrades.
I would be lying if I said it wasn't trying. We were together for hundreds of years, and they were like family to me. But that's why I must stop them. I can't bear to see their souls tainted.
let's get going. While Purgus night draws near, I will return the witches' souls to where they belong. You focus on our primary goal.
Thank you, Heinrich.
Is this hair?
Rapunzel?
Rapunzel? The witch I killed was a large woman named Trendula.
Rapunzel is the only one of my companions who survived. You became one of the hunted after my execution. I'm not surprised you don't know her. She wasn't executed.
Yes. You were the last one I killed. But I did hear a witch by that name took her life in her cell.
What?
I heard the rumor in a tavern some time after I had become one of the hunted. I believe the rumor was that she hanged herself by her own hair the day you were executed.
That can't be. The plan was that she would be the sole survivor. All that time we spent freeing her from her chains.
Hey, wait!
I need to find out what happened.
I've got even more questions now. Where did she hide the shard? Why didn't she mention Rapunzel was supposed to be alive until after she'd been told about the hair-raising suicide? And what the hell is wrong with Gretchen's facial animation? It's time to improve one of the lesser spells. They all are priced differently, but I don't see how it relates to their usefulness. Let's try and remember to cast this one a couple of times. So, here's another grey level, only with hair. It almost looks like we've got a choice here. There's a front door and paths around the structure.
This won't open. Let's go find another entrance.
Apparently we can tell it won't open without actually trying to open it. You'll see today how Heinrich opens doors. It's impossible to miss. Wait, no, let's go that way. Aha, a scripted event. We must be doing something right. Make a note of the low wall on the right. Just remember the way it looks.
Doesn't look like we can get through here. Let's find another way.
Yep, our castle is through another door. Oh right, I was going to carry her.
Looks like we're not welcome.
Heinrich doesn't even bother to comment on the second palette swap of the same enemy. Nice. The second level Rose has fuck all for range. Really, what's the point of the spell? It has a greater arc, but how often do I fight enough enemies to stand all around me? This is the correct way. It has to be. But let's dump the rose first. Yes, spiders. Oh, these guys. They seem to be spawning without the ground vaginas now.
Nothing but hair inside, too. Looks like it's coming from up above.
Rapunzel must be on one of the floors above.
Oh, thank fuck the hair is from above. Were it from below, we'd be pushing through curly barbed wire here. So, door opening. Aha, there is a collectible in this area. The spiders are pathetically weak. But they can entangle you in their silk, I guess? They don't look like normal spiders. Now to find the collectible. What's there? This looks like the place I came from. This also looks like the place I came from. I don't think it's good level design. Let's check the map. What the... Oh, it's not a swastika. Phew. At least I can tell where I came from. It's supposed to be in one of the remote corners. I think whoever wrote the guide had problems with directions, and didn't realize the game had a map. This is not the reason this video is 50 minutes. Oh no. Oh, stop. There was a corner with a dead end, which I haven't checked. Should be behind that wall. There you are. Now let's kick another door. They weren't scary the first time. The size kills the spiders pretty fast by itself too. So many doors to pick from. One leads to proceed, the other one leads to open. And this one takes us to examine.
I don't think we can go this way.
Try kicking. Let's trash the kitchen. Why are there barrels of spiders here? Spiders flow like wine. They're probably vinegar spiders by now. And that must be the chefs. The fuck is happening? Gretchen, love, I'm sorry they forced me to hug them. Let us proceed. No, let's open. So much hair, but it doesn't react to impact. That's some fancy hair product in action here. Turns out, proceed triggers a loading screen. I suddenly feel disencouraged to make progress. Ah, the great outdoors. We just loaded!
Looks like we can get in that way.
What did you have to load? Resilient fuckers. So the lance isn't going to kill everything in one shot. It's not very good against armor. Mind, it does strip them naked very effectively. Yes, Gretchen is actually helping us fight, but you might not have noticed that. This door is barred.
This way should take us back to the entrance.
We won't be going there, but... this is where I told you to look at the low wall. There are vines on it now. For absolutely no reason. Yay, we'll be reading about the anime next. Do you think they have anything to add to the explanation we were given in the cutscene? And free money flies our way. Another one of those. We're here to pull something. Can I jump off the hair? And now, 20 minutes later, we're finally getting into the hairy castle proper. I'm sure once we're in, we'll be safe from the stupid. Why hadn't all 5 of you attacked me at the same time? You are probably going to laugh on hearing the first sentence of the upcoming cutscene.
Rapunzel can tell the future with her hair. 100 years ago, one of her premonitions told us that humans would execute us witches. She saw that we would return to life and murder humans in the name of revenge. She also knew that you would come to Freiburg.
If you knew all that, why couldn't you prevent it?
By the time her warning came, it was too late. The disease-carrying rats had spread throughout the country, and Faust had captured our companions.
When you witches came to heal the afflicted, he laid the blame on you and had you arrested.
That's right. He threatened to kill our friends. Rapunzel and I were arrested soon after.
But you were able to prepare that body there because you knew what was going to happen. What did Rapunzel plan to do?
The plan was to cause a scene during my execution so she could escape during the commotion. Her shard of the Anima del Monde had already been stolen, but it shouldn't have been difficult for her to hide away somewhere. It's impossible to find a witch once she's hidden herself. We promised that once I came back, we would stop our companions together. She had no reason to choose death.
So half of that was recap, and the other half was incredibly stupid. But at least all of this has been foretold. Oh, this whole cutscene was them just walking down this hallway. They started at the painting. It took minutes to walk 5 steps. There is actually an achievement for slamming the same enemy into a wall 5 times. It wasn't strong enough to survive it. Evil sofas. It takes too many light attacks to break these, but a single heavy hit is enough. I've come to hate it when the path splits. There is no reward for going the wrong way.
Let's find a different path.
The fuck? Why is the frame rate going to shit? This spell is magic. The staircase looks important.
Somebody help me!
Minokelsis.
What happened this time?
Oh, sir! Grandmaster! Please help me! I was able to follow the two of you and enter the castle, but then this happened.
And to think I complimented him.
Oh, Minokelsis.
Help me!
They did this, didn't they?
No! No! Help me!
Minokelsis finds himself in a hairy situation, again.
Hey! Do something!
Get ready!
It's back!
What's back? So, while we are protecting him, the real idea is to kill all the enemies before the timer runs out.
Get them! Hurry!
If it hits 0 and there are any spiders anywhere, you fail. But the spiders don't actually rush at Minokelsis.
Get them! Hurry!
They just hang out on the balcony and chill, making it very hard to kill them from here.
Hey! Do something about these guys!
So let's walk down the path no one is going to notice the first time.
Get them! Hurry!
We're level with the spiders and this sequence is stupidly easy.
Don't let him eat me! Get them! Hurry!
Alright, let's get him untangled.
Phew! You saved me. I didn't think I'd make it out alive.
And what do you have to say for yourself?
Actually, I brought this for you, Grandmaster.
Thank you, Minokelsis.
Really? Where on earth do you keep finding these things?
With open eyes, you find the prize, I always say. And with that, I bid you adieu.
What could the new bracelet do? Nice, we get an extra equipment slot.
Heinrich, let's head up.
She doesn't actually mean this flight of stairs, but we're going anyway. A new spell. It's another spell for spears stabbing enemies from below. Wait, we've got one already. let's see the second health booster in action, shall we? That looks like another third added to Gretchen's life bar. Pretty impressive, but I'll dump that item when I get a better one. Now, another collectible. There are 7 witches. Nah, we don't need to go there. Yes, another loading screen.
Heinrich, let's head up.
Let's try the spell first. Looks like a sex toy spell.
Doesn't look like this'll open. Now what?
I know there is a power source somewhere. Let's find it.
And by somewhere she means the sewers. How the tip knows where the power source is a mystery. So, does anyone know where the sewers are? Hey Spiders, do you know where the sewers are? Because this fucking game has no objective markers. Okay, we're going there. Or maybe the other way. Very helpful sword, thanks. No, wait, this is where we came from. There is no way we missed the sewers. What's on the opposite side? Anything apart from spiders? I wouldn't think we could reach the sewers going up, but this whole game has been in the gutter so far. The sword is actually pretty handy. What was that?
I don't think we need to go this way.
You're not the boss of me. Okay, let's go outside again. I was doing some save file maintenance and discovered that Knight's Contract is one of the PS3 games that lock their saves. That means you can't copy it to an external storage, like a flash drive. Very few games do that. Some for no reason at all, like Heavy Rain, or Beyond Two Souls, or Get Fit with Mel B. What's this door? This is supposed to be a giant's castle. So anyway, you can't back up a save for safekeeping. It won't help you get achievements anyway, because those are tied to accounts. If you use someone else's save, the trophies are locked out anyway.
There doesn't seem to be anything here.
Nothing, apart from enemies and their souls we can steal. You can back up locked saves online if you have PlayStation Plus. In that case, there is a limit that you can't download a specific save more than once a day. I suppose that's for games like Lightning Returns or Gran Turismo 5, to prevent cheating. What happened? Oh, they explode! Silly me. I've got enough money for another boost. Bear trap it is. Perhaps sewers are there. I doubt it. There is one game I expected to lock its saves, which doesn't. It's Nier. It has an ending which involves a complete wipe of your save file, but it doesn't stop you from backing it up. Going by this map, I'd say we're not missing anything here. I'm heading back inside. Oh yeah, Mega Man 10 also locks its save. No fucking clue as to why. Anyway, back to this on the screen. We've picked up a page about 7 witches. One of them is Gretchen. We've killed 3. The cutscenes seem to indicate there are 2 more in this castle. And that leaves the one stripping for Faust. We're on level 9 out of 20. If we keep killing them at the usual rate, Faust will be our only antagonist for at least a third of the game. And he doesn't look like he can chew that much scenery. I see something on the left side of the map. Ah, great. I hate it when games do that. Walk into a room for no reason and trigger a way forward. They could have done it more elegantly. Trap level 2 is exactly like level 1. Nice. You know, Game Republic could have given us a key to a door we'd skipped earlier. Marked it on the map.
Looks like those stairs will lead us to the lower levels.
And then we'd come here and the door would get busted down by enemies. And then at the bottom of this stairwell we find a door where we use the key anyway. So we get directions, we use the item, but the developers still keep their stupid little ambush. Now let's check it.
Looks like we can go back this way.
Yes, we can. Name one reason why we should. I'm pretty certain this leads to the area before we lower the small bridge. Much like in the city, there is really no good reason to backtrack. Anything here? Yeah, of course it's spiders. It's prisoner spiders. You cannot grab them. The lock-on doesn't work. It's time for manual sniping. Wrong way. My gut is telling me to climb. And now watch Gretchen. Good job figuring out the way.
We should be able to proceed now. Let's go back up.
And they went back up. By the way, is it me, or is Heinrich's footstep sample very repetitive? What? How could you miss? More footsteps. Joy. Finally, something to get that sound out of my head. Alright, we're not done yet. Twitchy bastard. A white?
This is true strength!
We'll see more of them later. Now watch the portcullis. Technically it did go from being down to being up. Wait. Is this a radio? They could have cut the level at the bottom of the stairs. But no, we have to fight some more generic battles. I don't know what's going on anymore. There are phantoms here too, making absolutely no contribution to the fight whatsoever. Alright, where to now? Aha! Fucking hell, did it have to be this long? 48 minutes on the video timer, 30 minutes gameplay time. That's a 2-to-1 gameplay to cutscene and loading time ratio. Here is one more of the flying assholes. I really like the face design, although I swear I've seen it before. And the last sentence in the description seems awfully familiar too. Oh brilliant, they have recycled the write-ups. Now spiders. Apparently they are converted humans, and they use their hair to trap people. I don't see any hair on these models. We also picked up general information pages. Anima del Monde, which I think is supposed to translate as the soul of the world, is a bunch of shiny gems. And here is a collective portrait of the 7 witches. We haven't seen the thing on the left and the little girl yet. The little girl is Rapunzel, and she doesn't seem to grow any facial or armpit hair. How very selective of her. At least we know she's not some kind of monstrosity. Oh, I love downscaled artwork in Game Boy Color palette. This looks familiar. It's the same base drawing, only colored with different pencils. Lazy bastard. Oh, they're using S-hair. That makes sense. S-hair spiders are cool. Next time, hopefully a shorter level.